sleeping in, if it's winter, if it's summer. When it comes to clothes, layering. When it comes to okay, when it comes to layering, and village people. Hey amazing people, you're welcome to my channel once again. My name is Gloria. For all my returning viewers, God bless you. For those of you that are just seeing my face for the first time, my name is Gloria and you're welcome to RIA'S cabin. Without further ado, I'm just going to go straight into the topic of today. What your midwife will tell you when you have your baby in the United Kingdom. For some of you, you already know. For most of you, you are a newbie, you're a new mom. And the essence of this video is not to talk about the negative things. I'm not saying what the midwife will tell you they're negative or not. It's just maybe like a shock that I got. I'm like, you're supposed to be telling me all this things. Number one, no midwife will bathe your baby in the hospital. I don't know about the US. I only know about the United Kingdom where I'm currently based. The nurses in the hospital will not give your baby a bath, so go prepared. Mostly because of COVID right now, people are not staying longer in the hospital. 1-2 days they are out, even the same day, so you shouldn't bother too much. Come home, bathe your baby in peace. But if you think you're going to stay longer than 1-2 days in the hospital, my dear mama, papa, get your wipe, put it in warm water and clean your baby. I learned the hard way with my son. I didn't know. I thought I was going to shower him and all of that. I carried the sponge, the soap, and I got there, nothing. Literally, my baby's first set of pictures were all done with dirty hair. I didn't even comb his hair. Could you imagine? It was a mess. So go prepared. Nobody's going to bathe the baby in the hospital, okay? Number two, now the other shocker is that they wouldn't even encourage you to bathe your baby as well when you get home, especially the first week or weeks. So many persons will have different views about this, like the baby is really not dirty, just wipe the baby clean of the womb, or the baby is not sweaty, you don't want to take out all the oil in the baby's skin away by constant showering, which I understand. Now, I am not here telling you to shower your baby every single day, which you can still do if you want to. Nothing's going to happen. But at the same time, I'm not telling you that you should not shower your baby for the first 1 week after you have a baby. I noticed that my kids, when I was showering them, they were really dirty under their armpits, their neck, their private parts, their ears, really like literally dirty. You have to scrub and like clean it properly. Sometimes one bath will not even do. Gradually but steadily, you know, you're cleaning the baby, but staying a whole week without showering your baby, that's kind of like a stretch. Please bathe your baby, okay? I remember when I had my daughter, the third day they came to visit and my midwife was like, oh, how is she? And oh, I said, yes, she's fine. I just finished bathing her. And I got the look like, okay, what are you talking about? You shouldn't be doing that. You know, that kind of thing. But yeah, your midwife won't encourage you to bathe the baby, even when you get home. Number three, I don't know how other culture works, like after having a baby, what to do to recover. Really, I wouldn't say I know that. Before I had a baby, there were things that I've heard of. So my sister has had a baby before back home in Nigeria, and she would say, oh, they'll tell you this, they'll tell you that. But I was shocked when I didn't get all these things from the midwife. I even started asking, okay, what about this? What about that? What about this? And then the response that they gave to me were all no, which is like a shock, because different strokes for different folks. Literally different values, different systems, different culture, different everything, and it has been working for them. You coming here with a new mindset into a new country, having a new baby or having your first baby, these things may look like a shocker to you. Number three, I always have the mindset that the minute you have a baby, the next thing you need to do is tie up your belly, put on a girdle, tummy binding and all of that, especially when you had a natural birth, right? But here, nothing. I remember after I had my son and I asked, okay, so what do I need to do? I just had a baby. I need to get my tummy back in shape. And I said, do I need to tie my belly? No. Do I need to take hot water? I don't know what the science behind it is. These were things that people from back home were doing and possibly getting results. So I literally felt like, okay, there should be like a science behind this, right? Tummy binding, they told me, no, don't worry, go back home, eat your normal food, do everything as usual, your tummy will go back to normal. I was like, okay, taking hot water or everything hot just to like burn the belly fat. I don't know if it really works, but it has worked twice for me now, so I want to believe it works. I don't know if there's a science behind it, but I just feel like taking hot things kind of like melts. It's not melting your intestine. They won't encourage you to tummy bind. If you want to, why not go and do it? But from their own point of view, medically, there's something wrong with you. You're supposed to bounce back. That's normal, okay? So your midwife would encourage you to eat anything, specifically if you had a natural birth or if you don't have any complications. The NHS does not support circumcision. I remember vividly asking my midwife when I had my son, like, okay, what do I do next? I need to circumcise him. Or I remember her saying, why would you want to circumcise a baby? And I got another response like, the NHS, we don't hurt people, okay? Go and do what you gotta do. If it's a cultural thing, for me, it's more like a biblical thing. I don't want to use a religious thing because we are no longer in the Old Testament, we're in the New Testament right now, and we are free from the law of circumcision in quotes. Right now, it only stands for beautification. And I remember Paul talking about this in Galatians and it not being a law right now and all of that. We are free from that kind of covenant. So Jesus has come to spill his blood. So right now, circumcision is not a binding factor. Even those who are not of the faith right now, if they give their life to Christ, they'll go to heaven without being circumcised. So it's just a beautification thing. And I was asking, okay, do we do that? And she was like, no, NHS don't do that. So the midwife will encourage you to circumcise a baby because it's not part of their law. If you want to have your baby circumcised, they have areas where they do it in the United Kingdom. Trust me, you're not alone. There are other people with the same belief as you have. You are safe. You can have your baby circumcised for a good amount of money, like a tangible amount of money. It's not cheap. If you have a daughter, they will encourage the piercing of the ears. I had a funny encounter when my daughter's ears were pierced. I think I pierced her when she was 5 days old, and then unfortunately I think at day 10 or day 11 she just couldn't eat and I had to take her to the A&E. And then I made every of the nurses were giving me the eye like, what has this woman done to the baby? Sure, it's not infected, or is it cleanly done? Which I understand all their worries and their concerns about it. And trust me, it was done. That was not even the case. And if you had also pierced your daughter's ears, they will also give you the eye. They believe here that you should wait until your child is of age, or maybe they are very conscious of themselves and they say, oh yes, I want my ears pierced or not, or I want to be circumcised or not, okay? They want to be their choice. So midwife will tell you that. Another thing is, you know when the baby's belly button, which is the navel, right, falls off. In Nigeria, I've heard a lot where they say you have to use spirit to clean that area, disinfected and it's clean from infection and all of that. Here, shocker, don't do anything to it. And I kind of like this one because why introduce external chemicals in quotes to your newborn skin? I'm all for natural and less of external input to your baby skin, especially a newborn like that. They won't encourage you to use anything. Let the belly button fall on its own. And trust me, I've had 2 babies right now and their belly buttons fell off by themselves. Beautiful. Like my daughter's fell off the 3rd day and my son's fell off the 6th day. And trust me, there was no infection whatsoever. All they were encouraged you to do is clean that place with warm water. Ensure that when you're putting on the baby's nappy, it's not covering the belly button or the navel. Then okay, if you cover them, just make sure it is protected and it's not infected. And if you notice that it's bringing out pus or anything, call your midwife and they will come through for you. Simple. Now I've told you things that your midwife will not tell you. These are some of the things they will definitely tell you. They'll teach you how to put on your baby's nappy for the first time to ensure that it is not covering the belly button and it's not causing any obstruction in there. Remember, the belly button is very, it's very delicate and you don't want to cut it. You want to pull it off. Another thing they will definitely teach you is about sleep safety. So it's good information, right? So they'll tell you the room temperature that your baby needs to be sleeping in, if it's winter, if it's summer. And when it comes to you putting on clothes for your kids, basically what they're going to tell you is your baby just needs maybe 1 more cloth more than you do, so you don't burn your kids or overheat them. And trust me, for the first time mom, you tend to do that a lot. Sleep safety is top priority for them. They'll always tell you when you're putting your baby on the bed, make sure the bed is well laid. No soft cloth coming out from any corner. You're not using too many fluffy blankets, if you know what I mean. And then when you're covering them, make sure it's like from here downward. They will encourage you to use sleep bags. If you have sleep bags, perfect. Like sleep bags are beautiful, they are warm. Just tuck your baby in there and shower. Because of sudden infant death, right? So they're just trying to prevent all of that. So they'll give you all those knowledge, good knowledge, and they'll give you information about that online as well. Some of the things that we always talk about is weighing your baby, checking your baby, that your baby is breastfeeding properly, changing the right amount of nappies. Another thing they will come and tell you about is blood tests, the necessary blood tests. They will come and take from the heel of your baby, and then they'll take necessary blood. And then if there's any news in quote, they will get back to you after 2 weeks time. If they don't get back to you, know that everything was fine, your baby doesn't have any sickle cell whatsoever. But in 2 weeks time, if there's any concern, maybe within less than 2 weeks, they'll get back to you to tell you, oh, we noticed this, we noticed that in your baby. Simple, short, straight, and direct. The blood tests are for any anomalies that they find in the baby. So the midwives are there for all beautiful information, to you. Basically, they're just trying to tell you that we'll give you the best information. As long as you even ask us, we'll tell you. If you don't ask us, we'll remember. All the protocols will let you know. They'll also teach you how your baby will latch properly, breastfeeding, just all necessary tips, that will help you as a first-time mom. And also they're there for you in case you're down mentally, feeling depressed, if you're having any postpartum depression or whatever, after baby, sleeplessness, and just literally there for you in case you need any help. So don't feel like you're alone, mama or papa, because both of you are in this together. All the best. So that is it for this episode of the video. I hope you learned something. Maybe not. Share this video to someone that you think is going to help them. New mom in the country, they definitely need to know this, especially those who are coming from other parts of the world. If I just wanted someone to encourage me to say, take that hot tea, it's going to help you, okay? But no, they didn't. Don't forget to subscribe, forget to click on the like button. Everything is just down there. Just like it, comment, please comment. It is a way to help your people. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself. Bye.